Stephen Colbert Karoline Leavitt interview, viral late-night showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn because tonight's story is juicier than Broadway on opening night. What happens when Karoline Leavitt faces off with Stephen Colbert on live TV? Sparks fly, words clash, and the internet can't stop talking. This is the showdown you didn't know you needed, until now. When you tune into late-night TV, you expect a little comedy, a little politics, and maybe even a few harmless jabs. But what happened when Stephen Colbert invited Karoline Leavitt onto The Late Show was nothing short of a Broadway-worthy spectacle, dramatic, fiery, and viral enough to set the internet ablaze. The interview began with Colbert's signature smirk, ready to play host and roast. But instead of backing down or blending into the rhythm of the late-night banter, Karoline Leavitt came prepared for a verbal sparring match. From the very first question, tension simmered like a pot left too long on the stove. Colbert leaned in with his trademark sarcasm. "Karoline, are you here to talk policy or just to audition for the role of America's toughest campaigner?" Without skipping a beat, Leavitt fired back, her tone sharp but controlled. "Stephen, I don't audition, I show up. Maybe that's why I'm here and not behind a comedy desk." The audience gasped. That single clapback set the tone for the entire showdown. What followed wasn't your average talk show chatter. It was a back-and-forth clash of wit, politics, and pride. Colbert tried to keep the crowd laughing at her expense, tossing in sly one-liners about her views and experience. But Leavitt, instead of shrinking under the studio lights, doubled down. She turned her every response into a headline grabber, direct, defiant, and dripping with confidence. One of the most viral moments came when Colbert interrupted her mid-sentence. Instead of pausing politely, Leavitt raised her voice just enough to cut through the laughter and declared, "Stephen, you can try to laugh me off this stage, but millions of Americans don't think it's funny. They think it's serious. And so do I." The camera panned to the audience, half shocked, half impressed, and in that moment, it wasn't clear who was hosting whom. By the end, Colbert looked rattled, flipping through his note cards as if searching for a way to get the last laugh. But the internet had already decided, this wasn't just another late-night skit. This was a showdown, a Broadway-style drama, a political clash in prime time. And when the clip hit YouTube and TikTok, it exploded. Comments flooded in, some praising Colbert for keeping his cool, others crowning Leavitt as the night's unexpected victor. Memes were born, headlines followed, and just like that, a late-night interview became a cultural flashpoint. And there you have it, the interview that turned late-night TV into a viral battlefield. Who do you think won this showdown? Stephen Colbert with his humor, or Karoline Leavitt with her fire? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you love the drama, and don't forget to subscribe, because the next showdown might just be bigger than Broadway itself.